Hey guys, welcome to another Legacy Enchantress video. This is Spatula of the Ages. It's Sunday, and we're going to be doing the challenge again. So I've done it 4 times now, I guess. 2 times I did well, and 2 times I did not. Um, I I don't know. I might get around to uploading like certain rounds from the ones that I didn't do well, but most of them weren't. I don't know. It takes time, and it's hard to find the motivation to do it, when the deck just kind of craps out. I guess quick rehash. I lost to Maverick twice of all things. Going back on it, I do think maybe I underestimated them a little bit. My draws were poor, and theirs were well above average, but I do think there were 1 or 2 places where I kind of underestimated them, and that may have contributed. Because it is a very good matchup, like, generally. But a combination of, like, Thalia and Knight can be very, very difficult to get through in time. Let's see. And then, like, lost to a Snake and Show deck, but that's, like, 50-50 matchup, and it was game 3, so, like, whatever. Let's see. And then, like, some Ant pairings, unfortunately. Hoping to avoid the Storm and Reanimator this week. I did cut Fairy Macabre from the sideboard. The sideboard I'm running today is going to be slightly different than what I've been running. So I'm still trying to like play a number of cards that wish targets that I can get into play cheap. So today that's going to be Wasteland, Karakas, and Spore Frog. I've cut Tabernacle. Part of that is just that, like, thinking about it, like, I'm never going to have a Tabernacle in real life. I just don't see myself spending that much money on a single card. So I think I'd like to try practicing with something that's a little bit more likely to be what I'd be playing in a paper tournament. So like Spore Frog, I do think you want to be able to wish for something to like deal with like getting your face beat in, and Spore Frog will fill that role. It's not probably as good as it was like a month or so ago when like Dredge was really popular, because Spore Frog's really good against Dredge. But I'm hoping it's still okay, and it's also like probably not as good against Elves these days, because like before it was fine, because like buying a turn was often like what you needed to be able to get Doomwake on the board. But now that they have Archon and Valor's Reach, it's a lot more difficult. Like Peacekeeper is probably a lot better against Elves, but it's kind of bad against every other deck except for Sneak and Show. So, and like, I mean, I guess in fact, but it's also like expensive, and against most other decks, they just have ways to kill it, and then you spent like 5 mana, maybe even 7 if you paid for like a single upkeep. To like trade with the lightning bolt. It's a pretty bad deal. So yeah, so that's the wish board. I'm adding Plague, and I cut Fairy Macabre. So I'm just like, I did add Revoker back in, so like that helps a little bit with Storm. Against Reanimator, we're just like hoping to dodge it. But like Plague has to help a little bit with Elves, and it's also seems actually pretty good right now. Like also like Mono Red is on the rise. You can name Goblins against them. Some other stuff. Like I think it's probably okay against Phoenix, which is popular right now. It's kind of a trendy deck. And I'm still trying the Wasteland. Main deck, I don't think there's anything. I've been like trying real hard to find a way to include a Sterling Grove recently, because I do think the amount of like Assassin's Trophy and Abrupt Decays have increased. It might even be right to like find the room for it in the board, because like you run into more targeted removal post-board than you do pre-board. So like it could be better there. Oh, and we're starting. So this is a Reanimator player. We've got a fast start, which might, since we're on the play, I think we're gonna have to go for that. What you really want against them is obviously Oblivion Ring in hand. Like I was saying, like they're on Snake and Show, but just in case they're not, I'm not gonna ask to get blown out here. So black's not relevant at all. Let's go ahead and name blue. So what I'm gonna do is actually just start off with the wild growth, because that way I can like Argothian into abundant growth. I'm more concerned about like being able to race them, so I want to get the mana out early, and I'm gonna draw the cards anyway. Okay, which is good. Man, I hope they don't just like have it. Well, I mean, obviously we need to put. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the option, right? Oh, May. I can choose not to, but I probably do want to, I guess. What the What the fuck was... What the fuck just happened? So Estrid's Invocation fucking bugs with show and tell. Like, normally, it just, like, doesn't acknowledge that you've pressed it, and you can, like, you just keep clicking it, and then you say no or whatever. But even if I wasn't copying it, it would still come into play just as, like, itself. Jesus fucking Christ, are you kidding me? You fucking kidding me? Holy shit. I've got to be. They probably have Force Oil since they didn't, I mean, I guess they could just rely on drawing it. But they can't, like... Okay, yeah. Wow. Wow. That's great. I really wish they would fix that card. There's also, like, a templating issue where it's just, like... I mean, it's just a matter of design in that case, but, like... They need to, like, I can't believe this shit. Alright, let's just go to the next game. Well, I mean, I guess technically they could somehow not draw the Emrakul, but that ain't likely. Let's just stick to it. This is fucking ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if it would have made a difference. Like, it probably wouldn't have. MTGO. Alright, so sideboarding against Sneak and Show. So Doomwake comes out. Come on, motherfucker. Alright. Confinement comes out. Ground Seals can come out. We're like really the control deck here. I think an Argothian can come out because they could bring in Pyroclasm, and I think they don't really have any way to disrupt our mana unless he brings in, I can say he, because I'm 99% sure this is actually a guy. Unless they bring in Blood Moon, and then like Sanctum kind of sucks anyway. So we want chokes for sure. Come on, motherfucker, that's not right. Told you again. Chokes. Qasali Pridemage. You're gonna have Pridemage as a Zenith target and leave Knight of Autumn as a Wish target. Because that way Knight of Autumn is in your hand, so it can shut off Show and Tell by being there. Pridemage, like, obviously to multiply it with Zenith, you can't like Zenith in response to Show and Tell, so like you need to get into play proactively. Emrakul comes in because you can cheat it with Show and Tell if they're like gonna be a little greedy, and like that time, like if he puts in Grizzlebrand, I could put in Emrakul in response, or like off of it and like just kill him next turn, right? Which is pretty good. Revoker's gonna be a Wish target, and Karakas is as well. In the Eye of Chaos comes in. Gaddock Teeg comes in as another thing to Zenith for, because that way you shut off Sneak Attack completely until they find a Pyroclasm or Bounce. It also shuts off Force of Will as well. So Engineered Plague won't do anything. Now, let me think. Is there anything else? Yeah, so you do have 3 Wish targets. Normally against combo decks, you probably just want 2, but because the game plans are slightly different, like if you've got like Elephant Grass, for instance, like, and you can drop it in play, that means that you're like kind of protected against the sneak attack plan, so you need something for Show and Tell, whereas like if you've got like an Oblivion Ring in a hand, okay, you've got an answer for Show and Tell, but you don't necessarily have anything for sneak attack, then like you could get Karakas or Revoker. Yeah, we're just gonna run it like that. There's an argument that like just Karakas and Knight of Autumn are probably sufficient, but I don't know if that's true. Alright. So I got turn 2 Gaddock and Wish. I mean, that's pretty good. Don't have a draw engine, but we can start applying a little bit of pressure with Gaddock. So, because they could have Blood Moon, I'm definitely going to like lead off with the basic forest here. And I suppose we'll name white. That's generally the most relevant color. I suppose blue can matter too, but I don't know, maybe I actually should have named blue. I probably actually should have named blue, because that way I can get a Savannah. And once I have Blood Moon, I'll have both colors, where it's like now if I have to get a draw, it makes choke less of a good draw than it would be. So I guess I do need to get the Trot though, because like if I top deck in the Eye of Chaos or like even Invocation, I would want to cast it. Should I guess Wild Growth first? I don't think I need it. So I guess there's an argument for Pride Merge, but I think I'm just gonna get Gaddock, because that way even if they do Show and Tell, it means they have to put in like something that wins right away, because they won't have Force of Will backup. So here, against Artisan, like Karakas is really strong, so we're gonna do that. And I can't force obviously because of Gaddock. I mean, I guess if we had multiple wishes, it might be right to like try to wasteland them there, but we don't. So unfortunately, we can't apply pressure through the Artisan. It is a good 0/3 is an effective wall against a 2/2. Alright, that's a good draw. Spell Pierce would actually be annoying here, because then, like, you could pay for it, but defenses would be down, which isn't great. So, we've got Gaddock, and we've got Karakas. Now, against Show and Tell, grass isn't even very good, so I guess we'll just lead off with the Wild Growth. And we'll definitely put on the Savannah in case of choke. Really wish we could be applying pressure. It's a little annoying, because, like, that can matter a lot. Ah, shit, son of a bitch. Alright, well, I mean, I guess we could have protected that, but I think it's better to leave Karakas up. We'll want blue in the future in case of choke. So even though, like, it means tapping out the Karakas, I think it's right to Oblivion Ring. They can't obviously Artisan this turn, so like next turn their options are Show and Tell, in which case we have Invocation, copying over Rain, unless it doesn't work fucking again. If they sneak attack, we've got the grass, and if they Artisan, we've also got the grass. It doesn't have haste anyway, right? And they can't through the breach through the grass. So, yeah. So it's Overrain on the sneak attack. Interesting that they brought in a Bray, but we've played several times recently, so they know about Gaddock. So that's annoying because it also means Invocation doesn't work for Overrain, so we need to hope that they don't have... Actually, we can survive an Emrakul hit, okay. I mean, it sucks, but, like, sacrifice the presence, and some... and the grass, obviously. So the grass is the first thing, the presence. I mean, we've got the Replenish, so, like, once I got it, of course, well. Four. Five. I don't know, I mean, like, what if they go Lotus Petal Blood Moon? I don't think that's likely, but whatever. We'll just stack a basic forest. Alright, so let's hope they don't have Force of Will. Yeah, so we're just gonna, like, leave the Karakas out for reasons that are fairly obvious, I think. Blue still, probably. And I'm definitely going Sneak Attack because Karakas is a lot better against Artisan. Like Sneak Attack, they can activate multiple times. So if they get another red source, Sneak Attack becomes a lot scarier. Let's see. Let's just go ahead. Invocation is still our plan against Show and Tell. Okay. I think we can actually win next turn. How much is Sanctum tapping for? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 6, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's exactly enough. So, alright. I guess, yeah, bait out C. Oh, wait. No, it's not, because, yeah, Elephant Crest, upkeep. Never mind. So I guess we can't go off this turn, but we can, like, you know, just secure the board. So how do we go about doing that? Let's, well, I guess we need to get rid of this Sneak Attack. Same as the last one. Alright, I forgot I just, like, brought in the Emrakul. Okay, wait, so maybe I should, hold on. Sorry guys, I need to do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1 mana short. No, wait, because we drew another Sprawl, so what we do is we just copy Wild Growth. We Sprawl. Ten, 14, 15. Okay. Alright. Alright, does anything change if they're on the play? Not really. So, like, this is definitely one of the matchups where Living Wish is the best. There are a fair number of decks where you can actually take out the Wishes games 2 and 3 because, like, there's not, like, a game-breaking bullet that you need to get, and if you're, like, against most of the fair decks, you're not as much in the control role. So if that's true, then you don't necessarily need to like be searching up specific things. You could like just bring them in directly, especially against decks that do have like Spell Pierce or Flusterstorm or something. But against Sneak and Show, like Living Wish is kind of at its best because like you know against Show and Tell you don't have to actually cast the thing. Just having it in hand is powerful. Yeah, this doesn't have too much but a Grass and a Choke, but I think that's enough. It's got to turn to a Choke. That's really nice. I mean, the ideal is like... Well, I don't know what the ideal is, actually. I was thinking about, like, if they do go turn to Show and Tell, like, Choke probably, but, like, hopefully, not against, like an Omniscience or an Ancient Tomb. Okay, so we're probably not going to run into a turn to Choke, or a turn to Show and Tell. So, I mean, like, we're definitely going to go for the Choke, right? Like, if they've got a Force of Will, then they've got it, and then, like, they also have to use another card, which could be the other combo piece they need. So, like, Show and Tell is, or, like, Force of Will is definitely, like, not as ideal against us, because, like, they are the aggressor, and, like, having to often sack like cantrips that are going to get them the combo they need because they do have to assemble this A+B combo, right? We can hold on to the fetch. So obviously we hope they don't have Force of Will, but if they do, hopefully it's like the combo piece. No, it's not Force of Will. Alright. Now, they could just like go Ancient Tomb here, which I wouldn't like. So I think I'm gonna like lead off with the grass. We did draw the O-Rain, so that's nice. And then next upkeep, I'll pay for the grass and be able to, like, the other option is I could have, like, done Abundant Growth Invocation this turn and gotten the draw engine going. But, like, I do want to play it a little conservative. Like, we are the, we have to play the control role, right? That's key to remember. We've got something for Show and Tell, we've got something for Sneak Attack. Chase. It's interesting that they brought that in. That is almost certainly a sideboard card. And like, you know, it kind of makes sense because like you do bring it in presumably for like the grinding matchups. So because we have Invocation, I think we're okay going for the Oblivion Ring on this fucko. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Don't want them to start like getting actual card advantage here. Rather they have like, it's not even actually 4-mana Brainstorm because they spent a Lotus Petal, so. Right, that's not the right one. Pretty sure I want to pay for this, and then just Invocation. Oh no, Zenith actually. Alright, we've got the Abundant Growth already, but like they could have explosives or something, I don't know. So I'll go ahead and get the Savannah. I think that's the most important still. Now whether to get Gaddock or Pridemage or Argothian, I think I'm going to get Gaddock. And I can start attacking. I mean, although they could have an Abrade. I'm going to go for the Argothian because, and the reason for that is because we already have the O-Rain option against the Show and Tell. We know that they're like on like their main plan. Okay, and I was worried about walking into an Abrade, but they had the Pyroclasm anyway, so whatever we got was going to die. Alright, so I'm not going to pay that much for it. Let's get the Karakas online. So we got something against Sneak Attack. And then if they don't have a Flusterstorm. Actually, Wasteland might have been good here. Because, like, we know they're light on mana, but I don't know. That's greedy. They can just... That would turn some of their bad draws into good draws, I think. Although, I don't know. I guess they are choked on mana, so they probably have... Maybe they have the combo in hand, even. Or, like, Sneak Attack, anyway. Okay, that kind of puts out going off this turn. I hope they don't. Like, that's a lot of cantripping, though. So I'm going to grass. Nice. That's a good draw. I mean, we were walking into Pyroclasm a little bit here, but again, we are the control deck, so like, they probably don't have more than 2, so. And if they braid it, they braid it. Okay, so obviously I can save him. They can't. 2, 3, 4, 5. If they have Ancient Tomb, it's 4, 8, 9 mana. They have 7 to attack with, so like Karakas might not be that important this turn. I'm not sure I can keep these grasses around forever. Let's see what else. If they show and tell, we've got the Invocation, and we've got In the Eye of Chaos in play, so they can't just like Cunning Wish off it. If they threw the Breach, like same as Sneak Attack. So I think we can afford to save him. I hope that's not a mistake. Oh shit. I should have let that resolve first. Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Alright. Big turn, big turn. Okay. I think I will pay for them. They've got 2 cards in hand. Like, we really want to, like, reduce their outs at this point. Okay, so what we can do is we can Invocation, copy an O-Ring, target the Sneak Attack. The downside of that, of course, is that we don't have an answer then for Show and Tell, and if they so they can enter and double Sneak Attack, right? They're down to 2 cards in hand, so like Show and Tell, they need Show and Tell plus Omniscience, because otherwise we got the Karakas, and even then, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, all right. I suppose we might as well play around fucking Spell Pierce, eh? And be able to leave the Karakas open. Nice, that's a good one. Okay, so it's the Grizzlebrand. Okay. Well, So we're. I mean, the thing is, okay, they've got 7 cards with which to find a Force of Will. 2 are down. They can't attack with the Grizzlebrand, but if I tap out with the Karakas, I'm kind of weak. But if I don't, I let them try to draw into Show and Tell, which is worse because I don't have an answer to like Show and Tell Omniscience, and they're more likely to draw into that. So I think they actually don't care about bouncing the Grizzlebrand, and I care about playing this choke and having it resolve, hopefully. But you don't get to choose that part. Oh wait, they can't force a bullet. Right. Nice. Because then they chaos. Nice. Nice. And grass stops Grizzlebrand completely. They can't pay because it's a black creature. So I think we're looking good now. Of course, we still need to actually kill. Alright, because they sack it anyway. There's a lot of stuff going on, so you'll forgive me if I say dumb things. Okay. I think we'll just pay for one of them. The cheaper one, obviously. So that's the cheaper one. Alright. So what we're going to do here is like just go off a bit. Just a bit. Alright, like, what else? I guess we just, well, we don't have an answer to the show and tell, right? We still have a shot, so might as well just get Knight of Autumn, I suppose. Alright, glad to see you, old friend. I kind of want to like Night Autumn, a Lotus Petal, now that I've drawn the Oblivion Ring. I think I'm going to do that. I need to start applying some pressure, and I haven't drawn into Lotus Petals are valuable right now. It's only got so much mana. I don't have any enchantments that we want to cast, so let's alleviate that. Is this our last wish? Sure. Oh yeah, I need to think about the time. We're under 5 minutes now. Alright. Still worth it to me. Sure. Where's Emrakul? Alright, fine. Let's attack. Yeah, whatever. I'll just overcommit into Pyroclasm. Doesn't matter too much, really. Oh my god, I forgot to fucking attack. Ah, that was important. I guess it wasn't. I have Emrakul there. So. Fine. Okay. Should apologize for like. Alright, so we got there despite MTGO, like, just inexplicably bugging. Yeah, so, like, yeah, Invocation's had all kinds of bugs, and that one, the Show and Tell one, is pretty fucking relevant, since that's, like, a big deck in the format, and also, like, a matchup that's very 50-50. So, like, you know, you don't need shit going wrong for you. But yeah, so like if you're playing the deck online and it's bugging for you against a show and tell, just like press the thing that you're copying a bunch of times, then press no, and it usually works, but sometimes it doesn't. But you can like complain to Wizards and get your money back because there's like an option for that when their bugs fuck you over. Yeah, I will see you in